Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Leave your opinions in the comment section. Like this video as well so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Breaking news: surprise as Matawalle exposes those responsible for banditry. Bello Matawalle, the Minister of State for Defense, stated in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria in Abuja that individuals profiting from conflicts are to blame for the persistent banditry in the northwest. Banditry has its economy, which is fueling the crime in the country. Conflict entrepreneurs don't want insecurity to finish in this country. Many people in the north are part of a business. I call it business now because those selling drugs are part of it. Those selling food, fuel, and other essentials are all part of it. The informants get a lot from doing that. They are paid handsomely for that crime, so they don't want the evil to finish. Many people have keyed into the business, he said. He explains that during his tenure as governor of Zamfara, he observed that when a bottle of Coke was sold for 100 naira in the city, some people sold it for as much as 500 naira to bandits in their enclaves. Also, when a bag of rice was sold for between 18,000 and 21,000 naira, when it gets to the enclave of the bandits, it goes for as much as 80,000 naira, he added. Nevertheless, the minister emphasized that security is a shared responsibility for all Nigerians. He urged everyone to set aside their differences and collaborate in the collective effort to combat it. He asserted that some of the measures he implemented during his tenure as a governor prevented the northern part of the country from being engulfed in turmoil. If not for some actions I took when I was a governor, by this time, northern Nigeria would be in a big fire. Remember that I was the first governor in the whole north who cut off the communication network in a state. I cut off the network to allow security agencies to go in and push out those criminals. I did that because there were many times that if our soldiers were going to do some operations before they reach the enclave of the bandits would be informed. Their informants will inform them, so they normally ambush our soldiers, killing them. The minister says that the worst part of the situation was that people didn't appreciate what the military was doing. I feel so because if one civilian is killed, the news would be everywhere. But if it is a soldier that is killed, nobody sees anything. There was a time that 21 army officers were killed, but because the conflict entrepreneurs were involved, people didn't care but were busy promoting fake news, propaganda, and all sorts of things. So the issue of security is very delicate. The actions that we will adopt now is to make sure that we smoke out every single criminal in this country. We hope that with you people's prayers, we can be able to achieve much through many actions that I know are going to be taken, he said. Mr. Matawalle further debunked claims in some quarters that government was negotiating with criminals. Some people are saying that government is negotiating. What kind of negotiation? With who and for what? They should come out and tell the world what kind of negotiation. In military operations, there is kinetic and non-kinetic approach. In non-kinetic approach, for example, the community has to be involved, just like what happened in the Niger Delta. I was in the House of Representatives when amnesty was granted to the Niger Delta militants. It was for them to stop carbon deregulation and other criminals in the region. But if you look at bandits, what are they agitating for? Nothing. They are just normal criminals like armed robbers. But now, with what we have put in place, through community reforms, we can fight these killers. Mr. Matawalle added that the bandits were not fearless, pointing out that people know them, they are actually known, so it's just to have proper equipment to clear them off. And if we are going to do it one by one, we shall do it. But even if we finish with the bandits, what about the people within the community who are already benefiting from that business? The informants, the fuel suppliers, the food vendors, the other people who are controlling the conflict entrepreneurs. Yes, other non-state actors. How about them? We have to devise a way to tackle all segments of violence so as to destroy the old chain and free Nigeria from every shackle, it said. You all, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. What do you all think about all of this? I think that there are a lot of truth, in this matter, because apart from the bandits themselves or kidnappers, there are a lot of people that are profiting from, this sort of violence happening in the country. And I feel that apart from dealing with these bandits, these said people should also, be dealt with as well. Before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The one burning issue with Nigerian political class is the emptiness with which they enter office and leave without anything tangible behind for posterity. The most annoying thing is that they become sought after by the would-be leaders as regional power brokers, amassing wealth that is meant for the common good of all does not automatically transform one with nothing to an expert overnight. You all, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. What do you all think about all of this? Subscribe, guys, if you haven't. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.